just a couple of things that I want to say really before we start. The liturgy is something I put together myself, and you'll see that it's fairly heavily influenced by the Buddhist tradition. But I do hope there'll be times in it that some of you can use some of the silence, maybe for your own prayers. I want it to be inclusive, or as inclusive as is possible. The other thing is I want everybody just to relax. I know we're outside and there's radios going and cars and everything, but that's okay, that's good. That lets us know that we live in a very real world with real hustles and bustles. The other thing that I want to say is there's parts of this liturgy where I may say, well, we'll spend a little bit of time in meditation. I just want to spend just a moment talking you through meditation. Lots of people misunderstand meditation. My Lama's always telling me that many people come to him and say, I want to meditate, I want to clear my mind and be still. And as my Buddhist Lama's always telling me, that's quite the opposite of meditation. A better word is cultivation. And what we need to do during those times of meditation is actually fill our minds. And it fits in very comfortably with the service today of letting go. Let's fill our minds and let's be analytical. Let's break down the things that concern us and that worry us. Let's confront them, because when we confront them, we then are put in a position of strength, and that strength then allows us to let go of those things. So rather than meditation being something where we're just going to clear our minds, let's do the opposite. Let's perhaps fill it with the things that worry us and give ourselves the strength to then let go. I'm also going to use the singing bowl, a Tibetan singing bowl, and I'll knock it a couple of times, and that's something that just allows us to centre ourselves, just to breathe, practice the in-breath. Breathing is very important. Let's focus on our in-breath and focus on our out-breath as the world moves wonderfully around us. The Lord's Prayer has been sent to me and rewritten and sent to me by a friend of mine that was at the First Heads Church, the Reverend Richard Britton. So he's put that Lord's Prayer together, and I thought it may be nice if we say that collectively. And then when we get to the bit of the bread and wine, and interpret that as you will, I thought we could go up individually, break some of the bread, and sip the wine. And if you want to use that in your own Christian tradition, that's fine. If you want to use it in a Buddhist tradition and say some appropriate words to yourself, then that's fine also. To whom do you look for in refuge? Glory be, and our mouths shall proclaim with thanks. So cleanse the thoughts of our hearts and allow us to recognise that anxiety and worry is born from feelings and emotions of past experiences. Let us now begin the process of letting go. Let us first cultivate upon our failings, where we have not loved with all of our heart. Where we have not loved our neighbour as ourselves. to whom we look for in refuge. Help us to amend what we are and direct what we shall be, that we may delight in such will and walk in the ancient ways that we've been taught. A reading from the book Living Buddha, Living Christ. True happiness comes from the capacity of letting go of everything else. The treasure of happiness and the kingdom of heaven may be called the ultimate dimension of reality. When you see only waves, you might miss the water. But if you are mindful, you'll be able to touch the water within the wave as well. Once you are capable of touching the water, you will not mind the coming or going of the waves. You are no longer concerned about the birth or death of the wave. You are no longer afraid. You are no longer upset about the beginning or the end of the wave, or that the wave is higher or lower, more or less beautiful. You are capable of letting go of these ideas because you've already touched the water. So let us centre our thoughts once again. We meditate upon or pray for the people of the world and for the leaders of all nations. That all may work together for justice and for peace. We meditate upon or pray for all those known to us and not, who are ill or distressed, for those in need or in trouble. That they may find comfort and sustenance. We meditate upon and pray that we too may lead a faithful life in this world. And finally, with the Sangha of all the saints in everlasting joy, we come to share. Let us say this Lord's Prayer together. Universe that is beyond eternity, with no name in the sky beyond the sky, our rivers will blend with your waveless sea, so that all the waters have no dangers. Shine in the hearts each day with your light. Help us to let go of our doubts and pain, as we lift up those who accuse or hurt us. Lead us away from passion and rage, and deliver us from all that is vengeful. Your zest is beyond questions and answers. Our peace is beyond roots and branches. Not empty, not fulfilled, not dead nor alive. We are all one in spirit, and all share this earth. For healing and letting go begin with practice. As a community, let us support one another. Amen. Let us share together the peace of love for one another's happiness. Let us share the peace. Very Anglican thing to do. Catholic as well. Very Catholic thing to do as well. Bye. Peace be with you. Hi, peace be with you. Hi, peace be with you. I've never seen you before. Peace be with you. Peace be with you.
All over the camera.
Peace with you.
Peace with you.
Peace with you.
Yes, and you as well. Peace with you. Okay. We have we have bread and wine on the table, and every time we eat a meal, gratitude is our practice. Today we are thankful for being together as a community, and for the symbolic food we are about to share. Allow it to transform us inwardly. So a Celtic collect for today. Let the ultimate illuminate it. Let the ultimate be our guide. Ultimate over us. The ultimate beside us. And at our left and our right. This day be within us and without us. Lowly and meek, yet all powerful. Be in our hearts, of each to whom we speak, in the mouth of each who speaks to us. This day be within us and without us, lowly and meek, yet all powerful, ultimate as a light, ultimate as a shield, ultimate to our left and to our right. Amen. And to whom we pray, as we partake in this shared meal of love, thanksgiving, allow us to use it as a symbolic and collective letting go. We bless you within and without us. Help us to let go of our pains and anxieties and our worries, and to make heaven here on earth. Give us all this bread to which we are about to share, to become for us a symbol of forgiveness for those who we've wronged and those who have wronged us. Give us all this wine in which we are about to share, to become for us a symbol of unconditional love for those we have wronged, for those who have wronged us. Let us share the bread and the wine together.